A happy Friday to you all. Gord your hurtin' hippie here. And yeah, it's Friday here. It's Saturday already in Australia, so cheers, my good friend Joey and Matt in the Hat. I like to try to remember everybody. It's Friday morning in this house. The two boys are sleeping. It's a quiet day. And I want to remind y'all, I did an unboxing yesterday. I'm going to put it, let's see, I'm going to put it up here. Just in case you didn't see it, because it hasn't gotten very many views yet. And most of you have been asking me to do that very thing. So I want to make sure you're well aware of it. I have a hard time with this reverse. I'm looking at myself up here. I'm looking at you now, but I look at myself up here and I see myself in a mirror view. So when I wanted to say up there, I say up there. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Now, friends, what's going on today? Well, first I want to tell you about the aftermath of that wonderful unboxing. Thank you again, Ian Munn. Thank you again, Cannadis Finest Dispensary, for supplying that unboxing. Of course, the gummies I ordered myself, and they are beautiful. But what I want to mention from there is that skunk. Not only did I almost green out twice from it. Yeah, skunk. Skunk is an unusual animal. If you do not have good tolerance, don't get it. But if you got it, boy, oh boy, just be careful with it. Be careful with it. I had two different instances yesterday where I had to sit down and get my head straight. Didn't quite green out, but it came close. And I had a couple people tell me that there was a woman in Texas, I'm not even going to look it up, but a woman in Texas who died from cannabis overdose. I want to reiterate that nobody has ever died from a cannabis overdose, and we as a society have to not fall for the stigma and call bullshit when we hear something that doesn't sound right. I read the article about the woman. She was on other antihistamines and stuff like that, and then vaped, had a very low number of nanograms per thousand per milliliter, or however they measure it. Very low THC in her body. She had a vape. And then she had some kind of heart failure. And if you read the article carefully, they're pulling smoke and mirrors. They're saying because they don't know what she died from, because there's an unknown called a vape there, that must therefore be the reason. Well, Occam's razor doesn't work here because it's not the most reasonable explanation. Yes, the most reasonable should suffice, but I don't know enough about the situation to find the right reason for her passing on. It wasn't cannabis. And speaking of news, this is something I've wanted to do in a while. Got me old phone here, and I saw a news story from Google News that I thought I would share with you all. And maybe I'll start doing that sometimes. Comment below if you like that idea. This one is brought from Global News, and the title, 40% of Canadian marijuana users bought it illegally even after legalization, according to Stats Canada. So let's read a little bit of it. I haven't read it yet, but I find it interesting. 6 months after Canada legalized marijuana for recreational use, more than 40% of Canadians who said they used pot still bought it from illegal sources. A new StatsCan report shows the agency issued results from its latest cannabis survey Thursday, which it is conducting every 3 months to get a sense of use. Interesting. I've never seen the survey. So, again, surveys, if they're only surveying a small portion and then extrapolating that, very hard to do. I'd like to see how the survey's done. Federal Liberals made legalizing pot a campaign promise. We don't need to read all that. The latest Stats Canada report says in April, May, and June, 4.9 million Canadians over the age of 15 consume pot, and 42% of them bought at least some of their cannabis from illegal sources. 3 in 4 Canadians who bought pot said quality and safety were their most important considerations when buying it, while 42% cited price. Price is important. Men and women report somewhat different pot habits, with men almost twice as likely to use marijuana as women, and women more likely to consume edibles or pot-based products like skin creams than men. That's kind of I want to stop there for a minute. Let's stop this. Let's just celebrate the difference and forget pointing fingers as to, these guys smoke more and these girls eat more. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? The marketers need that. You and I don't. Women were also more likely to get pot for free from family and friends. More than 1/3 of all pot users source the products from family and friends, but among women, friends and family were a supplier for 42%. About 16% of Canadians over 15 reported using pot in the second quarter of 2019. I don't know why they say over 15. When the adult age is 18 or 19 right across this country. About 27% of young people between 15 and 24 use pot at least once in the second quarter of the year, compared with 24%. So it's gone up a bit. Almost 1 in 4 Nova Scotians and 1 in 5 Albertans used pot, the 2 provinces with the highest use. Yay, Alberta, go for it. Okay, so what do I want to say about this report? StatsCan has a habit of interviewing small bases and extrapolating that to the entire country. But this does seem to be a Canada-wide. I don't understand why they're reporting on age 15 and up when the new legality only lets it be 18. They should be going with that. But 40% on average buying it through non-government related stores. I don't want to say black market, because if they are doing like the people that I got my stuff from, then that's not black market. Black market doesn't have their own labels and THC amounts and proper shipping and all that. That's the gray market that will exist for a very long time until the green market gets over the price issue and the quality issue. Definitely we're getting there. We are not there. We're quite a ways into this for a day when I thought I had nothing to share. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please, thumbs down. Thumbs down. Please subscribe and thumbs up. Hit that notification bell, because that's why my views are down. YouTube isn't telling you when I have new stuff. And I have forgotten little known facts, and we're on to odd facts about the body. You guys have been waiting for it. It's time to start. So maybe, depending on the fact, we might go for 2. It is physically impossible for you to lick your elbow. How many of you are trying that right now? You know what? I've tried it. It's physically impossible. And like fingerprints, everyone's tongue print is different. I hope we don't ever get to have to sign in with our tongue. Friends, peace and cheers, love and harmony. We'll catch you this weekend. Peace.